3.8. widdz here, and in today's video I actually want to revisit a build that I did post not too long ago, and that is the Backfire Hazard tank DPS build, which is most likely gonna be the biggest meta in this season, because I did this one on almost the last day on the subathon. I was really tired that day, and I did forget to talk about a little bit how you can set it up, and I was honestly not that happy with it. So I thought in this video I will re-explain it and also talk about some of the talents I have tested since, so you will get a more updated version of how I'm gonna run it and how I see it. So I will go through that quickly and probably just put in some more gameplay, so that will be the main focus though. So yeah, in case you haven't seen this build, it basically revolves around 4-piece striker. I think all of us are pretty aware of what that does. The chest piece talent is extremely good, but it can be quite hard to keep up. If you can easily keep this up at around 200 stacks, then it is a great choice to run. If you don't, there is definitely other options, which we will go through soon. We combine that with Memento because we are playing 6 blues, which we will go into later. And Memento gives you weapon damage and bonus armor is mainly what we're looking at here, but also skill efficiency. 3% armor regen when you have 30 trophies, right? And also huge bonus armor when you pick it up, and weapon damage. So extremely good for this one, even in group, because you will have an easy time to kill as long as you focus on the weakest enemies. Then lastly, the last spot is a bit free. You can either run Jarl if you want to go for 100% hazard, or you can go Sokolov if you want to go more damage. And of course, we are combining this with Backfire. We will go back to the last slot soon, but we are combining it with the Backfire. 200% critical hit damage, insanely good with this season because of the modifiers, which grants you up to 100% crit chance, or at least above the cap. But if you use like the tack link, you will get 100% crit chance, and having that 200% critical hit damage is just insane. In terms of mods here, we get the hazard protection, 7.5% per each stamped here, giving us like 37.5% if I remember correctly. Loaded up for more critical hit damage from the crit chance. And then the best kind of defense, giving us like 45% headshot damages from all the blues we're running. You can, if you want, run extra padding for the protection from elite. Then I would most likely swap out the headshot damage. But that's kind of roughly how you run this. Ideally have a rock and roller or lefty just to build stacks as well. But in short, that's how you run it, combined with like a shield. I have smart cover because I was working on expertise. But if we talk a little bit about the last slot, as I said, striker chest piece, if you keep up 200 stacks, perfectly fine. If you want to go 100% hazard, just roll every single piece to hazard protection, like I have right here. Like if we look right now, we will have 90% hazard plus 7.5% more when we get stamped tier 5. So that means we can still be affected by statuses, right? Which means like you will drop the shield and stuff like that. So if you want to go 100% hazard, you literally just get a Jarl mask, and then you are sorted 100% hazard all the time, right? Pretty straightforward. I think everybody's kind of aware of that. But what I did a lot of testing on, that I wanted to test, was to run some talents on the chest piece that I want to talk about. Of course, we have Obliterate, which is the safe choice for damage. If you feel like you can't keep 200 stacks on the striker chest piece, definitely pick up Obliterate. Sokolov, as I said, that's the route for more damage. Jarl is for 100% hazard all the time. Or you can do Intimidate, which I did try, and this gives you 36% weapon damage. Only downside on this one though is that you have to be 10 meters close to get the effectiveness from it. Yes, we are playing a SMG, but sometimes you can beam easily 20-30 meters with this. So that is the downside with Intimidate. Keeping Intimidate up was actually extremely easy with this because of Memento and the blues we get. The bonus armor is really big and it lasts for 10 seconds. And you combine that with the shield, like Crusader one, and you use the shield just to protect your bonus armor and protecting Intimidate. And I mean, when I did Countdown, Legendary, and really when I pushed Legendary, I was going crazy, like pushing and everything. And I think I keep Intimidate up like almost 100%. So the uptime, not the issue. So definitely will recommend that one if you want to go for really big damage. Then we also have Vanguard. And for me, it's pretty cool to be able to use talents like that because you usually don't play 6 blues. But since we're all playing 6 blues, you can actually give this bonus armor to your teammates every 25 seconds. And that is pretty strong. Yes, you will not do as much damage, but I mean, you will be hella useful to your team and you're already dealing so much damage anyway. And it will make your shield invulnerable as well for 5 seconds, right? And honestly, just a great support talent to use. But mainly I wanted to talk about Intimidate. So definitely I would recommend you guys to check that one out. I was farming for Sokolov, which is hella hard to farm. So it is really hard to farm if you want to have 6 blues. But I would definitely want to run it with Jarl. I think the final conclusion for me personally is Jarl with Intimidate. That's how I want to run it. But Jarl is pretty hard to farm. You can craft it. But Jarl is a Dark Zone / PvP exclusive brand set. So you cannot target loot farm it. You would have to go into Dark Zone or do Conflict to farm it. Ideally, you look for target loot to actually be in Dark Zone. And if it's Jarl, then you just go and farm away. Also make sure to look at the vendors, because that's a great way to find it too. Sokolov pieces are extremely hard to get because they need to be perfect. So you can roll the core attribute, right? But Jarl pieces at least comes with a blue. So you can see here I have a Obliterate one. I have rolled it though, so cannot get I cannot get Intimidate on it. So I probably will be using the Obliterate one. Here I have a pretty good one. Honestly, might just do this one. Lose a little bit of crit. Not that big of a deal, to be honest. But I have to min-max it quite a lot. But yeah. And in terms of specialization, nothing new here. Gunner is the best for PvE. Faster reload every 3 reloads. Armor on kill. Rate of fire. And make sure you pick up SMG damage right there. But yeah, that's basically the build. Hopefully I did not forget anything this time. And stay tuned for daily videos coming up for probably 1, 2, 3 weeks. I have so many videos I want to do. And I have ordered some new streaming stuff. So most likely on Friday I get the new streaming GPU. So I will test to stream 2K, which I finally got on Twitch. So maybe I will be streaming on Friday. With that said though, I see you guys either on the next YouTube video or on the live stream at twitch.tv/widdz. 3.8. Obviously with Scorpion and shit. But still.